This is part 4 of my recap on I somehow got strong by raising my farming skills. You can find the full playlist with the link in the description below. At the end of the last episode, Ruri was looking for demons around the town and ends up getting sent into the forest. Al had finally gotten his fertilizer, but when he goes to find Ruri, he finds a man that says he was attacked by demons and also points him to the forest. Al is attacked by demons in the forest, but he is reunited with Ruri, and the mysterious man appears, introducing himself as Loki, and revealing himself to be a demon. He is amused at how Ruri was so easily tricked, when no one in the town has seen any demons, calling her unworthy of being the hero. Ruri wonders why Al was dragged into this when he should just be after her. But Loki says Al is actually more important than her, because he single-handedly defeated the demon General Romeo and the evil dragon. Al realizes he is one of the demon's allies, but Loki says they weren't even on his level. Ruri charges at him, but he easily dodges and counterattacks. Al rushes to Ruri and uses his healing magic on her. Loki is surprised by this ability, and regrets not dealing with Al first. Ruri apologizes to Al and says that she is no match for him, but Al tells her not to worry, because he is farmer. He rushes at Loki, but gets thrown away. Al continues his attack, but gets slammed into the ground. There is a massive crater, and Al barely holds on, but he jumps back up and manages to land a punch on Loki. Loki retaliates with a punch of his own infused with dark energy, which blows Al away. As Al falls, his package is cracked open. Loki's wounds begin to heal, and he can see how the other demons were no match for Al. Al also casts healing on himself, and gets back up. Loki is ready to end things, but Al asks why he is targeting him. Loki explains that he is going after everyone who could pose a threat to his future plans. Besides Al and Ruri, he is also going after Helen next, because she inherited the evil dragon's powers. Al is surprised to hear Helen is a target. Loki then goes on about Ruri, who should have the Holy God's blessing as the next hero, but she hasn't been able to use any of the Holy God's power. He decides to put things to an end, and summons his worm demons. Al and Ruri struggle against the worms, and Ruri tells Al to make a run for it. But Al refuses, and fights back against the worms, saying he wants to be the best farmer, and that he wouldn't be able to live with himself if he just left her. They finish off the worms, but Loki launches another attack. Al shields Ruri from the magic, and there is a huge explosion. When the smoke clears, they manage to survive, but appear badly wounded. More worms emerge, as Ruri is knocked away, and Al gets pinned down. Loki tells him that once the worms bite down, they never let go. He then turns to Ruri to finish her off, and she thinks back to her parents encouraging her, despite others saying she couldn't be a hero. She apologizes for failing to become a hero, as Loki launches his attack to finish her off. But suddenly, the worms turn white and shatter, as Al gets free. He explains that this is thanks to the power of his fertilizer, which has a pesticide effect. With this, the worms are unable to regenerate. Although surprised, Loki isn't worried, because Al is already so injured. But Al charges at him anyway, and he swears to protect Ruri and Helen. Ruri is confused about why Al is fighting so hard. She thinks back to her past, when everyone is telling her she was too weak to be the hero, and she gave up. But looking at Al's determination, she realizes that being a hero is not about being strong, but it's someone who never gives up trying to help, no matter what. While Al is fighting Loki, Ruri manages to stab him. Loki's wound instantly heals, but Ruri is determined to fight even if she can't win. Ruri suddenly awakens her hero's powers, and attacks Loki with her Holy Slash. The attack is super effective, and Ruri follows up with another slash, which finishes him off. Ruri thanks Al for helping her realize what it means to be a hero, but Al collapses in exhaustion. While he sleeps on her lap, Ruri confesses that she has a crush on him. It becomes night, and Al finally wakes up. They have an awkward moment, and Ruri thanks Al once again, but ends up getting embarrassed. They decide to head back to the town, but as they walk, they suddenly hear a strange sound. Al wonders if Loki could still be alive. The sound gets louder, and Ruri gets scared, saying she can't handle ghosts. It's a voice that calls for Al, and it turns out to be his mother looking for him. Al realizes it's his mother. Not wanting to be caught with Ruri, he says they should run for it. He picks her up and quickly runs away. Al is relieved when they get away, and Ruri laughs at him, seeing that there is something he is scared of, and Al can only imagine the sight of his mother. They end up back in town and are shocked when they find that the hotel is no longer there. Realizing it was Loki's illusion, Ruri finds another place to stay, and Al tells her he will be heading back to the capital the next day. As Al heads back home, he remembers a time when he went out to play with Tessa without telling his parents, and his mother came looking for him. They were scared to get in trouble, so they snuck home, but when he got back, she was waiting for him at the door. Al wonders if she can somehow teleport. As Al gets back to the house, his mother is once again waiting for him. He tries to avoid her, but she suddenly appears behind him. Al is terrified and runs. He runs straight past his father, into his room, which causes his father to panic, as he is left to deal with his mother. The next day, his mother begs him not to leave. Al has no choice, and says that he will hate her if she behaves like this, and she immediately apologizes. They say their farewells, and Al's mother asks if he intends to continue as a farmer. She suggests that he should stop if he is doing it for another reason, but Al assures her that he is doing it because he loves it. Al heads off and meets up with Ruri, and they head back to the capital. But that's where this video ends. Remember to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.